Aliquippa. One of the things we're going to be talking about, you guys have a big fundraiser coming up, and I want you to let our listeners know about that. And then we'll talk about some other things going on at Sheffield Lanes. Seems like a very entertaining place between the food, the drink, the bowling. You guys got it going on down there.
Try to keep it interesting, absolutely.
But starting off with this Bowl-athon.
With the Bowl-athon, yeah, Chad, I don't know if you want to take it away with initially with like how this came to be and what it's all for, and then I'll get into how it's going down.
Yeah, sure. So just kind of was brainstorming some ideas after a couple late nights of bowling. Came up with this event where originally it started out as I wanted to do like a 24 hours of bowling kind of thing, but we kind of narrowed it down to just a bowl-athon here of and getting some other teams involved. So we're going to do 10 games of 6-man teams. 4 people will bowl at a time. And it kind of came down to how we wanted to benefit and who we wanted to benefit. And we decided, the time of the year it is. The Gary Sinise Foundation does some really good work, great work with veterans and things like that. And that's who we decided to start off with and benefit this year. So I got with Zach, and we kind of came up with this event over the last couple months. And we're going to hold it on November 9th, starting at 8 o'clock. And it's going to go, we have it listed right now from 8 in the morning till 8 p.m., but I don't think it's going to take that long. So should be able to wrap it up before 8 o'clock, and everybody should get home and be able to watch the Steeler game. So
I don't know if I want to watch after yesterday's, but
yeah.
But so the level of competition for this, are we talking like serious bowlers, people in leagues? Is it going to be anyone or ages, or who are you looking to have?
It can be anyone, yeah. So it's like he said, 6 people on a team, 4 are going to bowl each game. Each team is going to bowl 10 games, and then we're trying to get it to work how kind of walk-a-thons work, where people donate X amount per pin instead of X amount per like mile or whatever it might be. So we're looking at X amount per pin. With the goal is obviously lofty, and to get $1 a pin per team, which would be insane. I don't think that's going to happen, but individuals can sponsor as little as a penny a pin for their team, and if the team averages 150, you're only looking at being on the hook for like $60.
So I see, like you mentioned for walk-a-thon, if I was going to do for Make-A-Wish or something like that, I would go out and get pledges. And
Exactly,
okay.
Exactly. That's kind of what we're looking for the teams to sign up to go do, and then we're trying to get our own sponsors a little bit to be able to assign them to teams if they don't have a team and all that kind of stuff. So
and great charity, the Gary Sinise Foundation. You remember, you mentioned he's the actor. People remember him first from like Forrest Gump, but he's because of that movie, he became very involved in veterans organizations, and he's done a lot of work to help veterans.
Yeah, so after he was Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, that kind of inspired him to get involved with the veterans and things like that. So he started the Gary Sinise Foundation and also the Lieutenant Dan Band. So he travels across and does USO tours and things like that with his band. And I kind of I served in the Marines, and when I first kind of got involved with the Gary Sinise Foundation, I got out and they partnered with like Men's Warehouse, and they were giving away suits for veterans that were like transitioning back into like the civilian side and like go for like job interviews and things like that, so you could be presentable. So I ended up getting a suit from them, and then I was like, this is pretty cool, and kind of like, paid attention to what they were doing, and they grew, the Gary Sinise Foundation. They do, I think the big thing that they're kind of known for is they build adaptive houses for veterans without, sustained like life-altering injuries. I actually served with a gentleman who has, who lives in one of the houses that they've built, and they have 2 in the area that they built in the Pittsburgh area. I think they have just about 100 total across the country, but 2 in Western PA, and I served with one of the guys that lives in one in the Pittsburgh area. So that was another thing that kind of wanted me to help out with and do what we can for this organization. Just the good things that they do, and they're involved in our community here. And they also they they don't limit it there too. They also do like financial services and things like that, not just for veterans, but like first responders as well. So.
Talking with Zach and Chad from Sheffield Lanes about the Bowl-athon. The date on that, you said November 9th, was it? 9th? Okay. And you said it would be from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but you wouldn't be bowling the whole time. You get to bowl teams, you bowl so many times or whatever.
Right, so each team
it's
is
not 12 hours straight of bowling.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's going to be, we don't think it's going to take quite that long. We kind of put that there just as a, just in case it does take that long. But yeah, so you're going to have 4 or 6 people on a team. 4 are going to bowl because we figured with 10 games, not everyone's going to be able to bowl all 10 games. Switch out a little bit. And then we're going to have Mission Barbecue was nice enough to provide a few lunches.
Oh.
And then...
they're very veteran-oriented, Mission Barbecue. Yeah.
Yes, they are. And then we're going to have raffles and like baskets and all that kind of stuff. So it won't be all bowling the whole time, but it will be a lot of bowling. So.
There'll be music and too?
I mean, we'll just have the normal, nothing special for it, but just normal music going on, yeah.
Well, it sounds like a fun event, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of camaraderie between the teams, to be there for that period of time. You start to get to make friends you probably never even met before, and suddenly you're,
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then hopefully raise a lot of money. And
all right, we're going to talk more. We have one quick break, but we'll be back with more about Sheffield Lanes and the Bowl-athon. Stay right there.
Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland presents Disney's Finding Nemo Jr., an underwater musical adventure for the entire family, November 14th through the 23rd. Sponsored by Clearview Federal Credit Union. Get tickets now at lincolnparkarts.org.
Here at Beaver County Radio, 1230 WBVP and 1460 WNBA, we just love giving away prizes and making winners out of our listeners on a regular occurrence. If you'd like a complete list of the WBVP and WNBA prize contest rules, just visit beavercountyradio.com.
The Pitt Panthers are looking to improve off of last year's 7-6 record, and you can hear all of the action right here on Beaver County Radio. University of Pittsburgh football on Beaver County Radio is brought to you by the East Rochester and Tusca Shop and Saves, the True Value Hardware inside East Rochester Shop and Save, Dr. C. Timothy Lipp, Beaver Falls Athletic Department, the Fry Transportation Group, and Beaver County Radio.
It might be time to repair or replace that old garage door. Call on Robin and her team of expert installers at Electric Garage Door Sales in Monaca. Dial 724-774-3200 and your door will work like a charm. Featuring CHI quality garage doors, LiftMaster garage door openers, and over 50 years experience, Robin and her team will get it done right. Electric Garage Door Sales. Give them a call at 724-774-3200 or find them online at electricgaragedoorsales.com.
The Beaver Valley Choral Society is seeking a new artistic director and principal conductor, beginning with the 2026-2027 season. The Beaver Valley Choral Society is a Christian, non-denominational, faith-based, intergenerational choral and orchestral arts organization with a 100-year history. There is also a growing treble youth chorale. Responsibilities include developing, selecting, and conducting repertoire for Advent, Lent, and a Spring Pops concert series, overseeing artistic staff, managing rehearsals and performances, and coordinating community outreach concerts. Interested candidates should have a minimum bachelor's degree in music, experience in choral or orchestral conducting, and minimum intermediate keyboard skill. Letters of intent, resumes, or CV, along with 3 references and a short video of rehearsal or performance conducting should be emailed to bvcs.recruitment@gmail.com. The previous message has been paid for by the William Murphy Funeral Home located in Rochester, serving Beaver County communities for over 140 years.
St. Barnabas thanks you for listening to Beaver County Radio.
Coming at you from the Fry Transportation Group studio, Scott Tady here, joined in studio by guests Zach and Chad, talking about the Bowl-athon at Sheffield Lanes, a fundraiser for veterans through the Gary Sinise Foundation. Cool idea. I haven't heard about too many Bowl-athons, so I like that you got something original coming up, and it's on November 9th. How does someone get involved? How do they register? Or is it still, you still able to sign up as a team? Or
yeah, you're still able to sign up as a team or an individual. If you go to the Sheffield Lanes Facebook page, we've been posting the flyers for all of that. We'll get it posted again so it's at the top. But you could either message the page, call the lanes, or Chad created an email for it, the Sheffield Bowl-athon at gmail.com. So anyway, one of those ways you can get signed up, either as a full team, an individual, and we'll find you a team, or and you can do that by November 3rd is our cutoff for teams and individuals. For if you want to sponsor a team, you could do that up until the day of. And same way, just reach out to one of us. Facebook, call the lanes, email Chad's Bowl-athon email, and any one of those ways, and yeah.
Easy as that. Now let's talk about Sheffield Lanes. Right there off the Aliquippa exit of 376. I guess that's the new Sheffield, or the Sheffield Terrace area of Aliquippa. Is that where you get the name, or?
Yeah, it's the Sheffield area. It's not on the terrace.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Sheffield area. I think it's the new Sheffield area, officially. But yeah, it's.
And I've known Rick. I guess is that your father?
It is.
For
Yeah, that's my dad,
and
yep.
he's another very creative. The things you guys have there, whether it's the outdoor bocce or the indoor open mics in the lounge of the Ricky D's Pizza. For someone who's never been to Sheffield Lanes, kind of describe what they can look forward to there.
Well, we've got a lot going on there. We've got 20 lanes of bowling, automatic scoring, automatic bumpers, all that fun stuff. Then we also have 2 bocce courts with a veranda and then an open deck outside. It's starting to get a little cold for that, but the veranda is heated in the winter, so you can always get out there. Then we have a full bar and a pro shop, and then in the basement we have the fallout shelter, little music venue, and always something going on, that's for sure.
I always hear about this Blues Rock Jam, the monthly blues.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, my dad hosts that. Always get a ton of different musicians coming in. A lot of times they'll introduce themselves on stage and start playing, and it sounds like they've been playing together for like 40 years.
Guys like Joe Monroe, who's now in the Ghost Towns, and he's touring all over the world. He's one of the
he's been down there before.
Yeah.
I think it's been a little while, but yeah, he used to come down a decent bit.
Okay, so it's a fallout shelter in Aliquippa. Also, let's talk about Ricky D's Pizza, because I finally had it years ago. Everyone said, "Have you ever?" I'd heard the name, I didn't know what it was all about, and then I tried it, and I get why people like Ricky. But what's the story? It didn't start at your bowling lanes, right? It was
It did
somewhere else.
not. My dad started that in the 80s, and he had a small shop on 68, I think it was, and then he moved it, and he had one down on 51 in Glen Willard, had one at the main gate in Aliquippa, and had one in the basement of the bowling alley.
Okay.
And then he closed it and went to law school, and then we opened it back up in the bowling alley in, I want to say 2008. So it's been in the bowling alley since then.
Is it the square rectangular pizza?
It is.
Okay.
That's Sicilian style, and yep.
Yeah, it's really good. Trust me, folks. So we're talking bowling, Sheffield Lanes, and it seems like does it have a renewed popularity? Every time I drive down, past a bowling alley, I see a lot of cars out there on a Monday night, on a Tuesday, whatever. People are into bowling again.
It seems like it. We've got a really great league base, and then open play's been picking up, and so it's always busy. So that's great.
It's like a nostalgic thing. Like we all did it as kids, and to go back out and do that again, and sometimes work companies wherever they'll have like a bowling night for their employees and everything like that. It's just fun to do that again.
Yeah, it's a great place to do company events and all that kind of stuff, and Christmas parties, and so if you look for a company Christmas party, reach out to us and we'll get it set up for you.
Is cosmic bowling still a thing?
It is. We do electric bowling, and it's all the crazy flashing lights and the neon whatever. And, yeah.
I'm trying to think. What would be a good average if you bowled 180? Is that a good average or?
Pretty good average, yeah. I mean, it depends on your, how long you've been doing it. We've got league bowlers that average under 100. We have league bowlers that average over 230. So just kind of all over the spectrum there, yeah. That
would be me. I'd be like 90, I think. It's been a while.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sheffield Lanes Bowling, the Fallout Shelter in Aliquippa. Let's go back to the Bowl-athon now one more time. And for someone just tuning in right now, kind of hit them again. What are they? What's the purpose? What do you hope to do with this? And
so this is our first year we're hosting this. So right now, this year we're raising money for the Gary Sinise Foundation. Looking to have 16 teams if possible, but we have a handful signed up right now, so the more the merrier. But raising money for the Gary Sinise Foundation this year, and then looking to grow this thing as much as possible, making it a big event. We got some good raffles. some Pirate stuff, some autographed Paul Skeens things, autographed Cam Hayward stuff for raffles as well. But yeah, just trying to make this, a good event, bring people together, and support, these great organizations that help, not only veterans, but that are out in the communities doing good things and things like that. So
because it is on people's mind. We know Veterans Day is coming up. There's a big parade in Beaver, and it's people wonder, what can I do to help, or how can I help? And this is an example of you can do something fun, but yet it is, as you mentioned, the idea of the Sinise Foundation giving veterans suits and for interviews. And what are some of the other programs they do? You mentioned the houses they build for, or they retrofit for.
Yeah. So whenever Gary Sinise kind of first started this thing, he was partnered with Men's Warehouse to provide suits for veterans that were transitioning back into the civilian world that didn't have things like that. That kind of just went maybe right out of high school into the service and didn't have a suit or things like that still fit. So they provided good suits for people to be presentable at job interviews and things like that. And then it kind of came full circle where they build these houses that the cabinets or things might be lower, the table areas and things like that are lower for people in wheelchairs and things like that. So they retrofit or build new these houses for veterans that can't get around like they used to, and also do different financial services and things like that for first responders and veterans that may kind of came on some hard times, and it's just a really good organization, and they've really come full circle with a lot of things. I know they partnered with Paul Skeens this year as well to raise money with him.
It doesn't hurt having a Paul Skeens autographed anything. That's valuable these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you'll be actually that'll be some of the prizes. Did I hear you mention that? Or raffles or?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We have some raffle baskets here. The Pirates were kind enough to donate some things. One of them being a Paul Skeens autographed, pretty big picture, like a 12 by 18 picture. The Steelers donated some things too. I have an autographed Cam Hayward helmet and a picture. Maybe I think we're working on a golf foursome for a raffle as well. But there's a handful of other things that we have there for prizes, so it should be a good event.
I think so. And just the chance to bowl again, just the sound of the ball hitting the pins, the sound of the shoes squeaking, the cheers of people when they get a spare or strike or something. It's just a family fun, in one place. And I'm sure you're in that environment a lot if you work there. But what do you see? What do you hear? What do people tell you about why they love bowling?
I mean, I think it's just the camaraderie. You join a league, you make friends you never knew before, and it's just a great little community.
Yeah.
I moved here. I moved to Hopewell 2019, and I never really bowled. And my fiance at the time actually was like, "Hey, why don't you go down there and join a league?" And I ended up reaching out to Zach, and he brought me on to his team that first year. And I think I was ready to walk out of there after the first game. I think I rolled like an 80. Zach's throwing like 250s, and I think there was a 300 that night. And I was like, "All right, thanks for having me." And I've been hooked ever since. So I'm down there a couple nights a week, throwing league and stuff like that. So it's a really fun time. Just the people that are involved, and like I said, I'm down there a couple nights a week. Just the camaraderie and the people you meet down there. Everybody's good people down there, whether they're bowling or hanging out having some food. I got my kids involved now. My daughter loves bowling.
Cool.
She's 5, so try to get her out as much as possible. She likes to do it. So it's just a great time.
Now there are different leagues. There's men's league. There's women's. There's mixed league. Is that right? There's different.
Oh yeah. We've got all three of those. We've got a junior league on Saturdays. So yeah, there's something for everybody.
I'm seeing something called the Housewives Brunch Wednesdays at 11:30.
Yes. Yeah, that's just a.
There mimosas involved or something?
What was that?
Are there mimosas involved or something?
There's not always. Maybe every once in a while, but not always.
Sounds like a good time. All right, well, fellas, one more time. So it's the Bowl-athon, November 9th. One more time. What do people need to know? How they can help?
Yeah, Bowl-athon, November 9th. We're going to start at 8 o'clock, but if you want to get a team in, go ahead, reach out to us. We're going to benefit the Gary Sinise Foundation, trying to raise a couple bucks for those guys over there doing good things, for the veterans in the community. They built 2 adaptive houses in the Pittsburgh area, and I think close to 100, if not 100, across the country. So yeah, we're gonna benefit them November 9th. If you want to get a team together.
Still time, you said.
Yep. Up till the
And
3rd.
the sponsors, you can all the way until the date of the event itself, right?
Yes, yeah. Sponsors can go up to the day of the event. We think this has the potential to become something big. I mean, with a quick little math, if we cap it at 16 teams, 40 games a team, if the team averages, $150 and everybody had that $1 a pin sponsor, you're looking at like $96,000 to donate to the Gary Sinise Foundation.
That would be awesome.
Obviously, the first year, that's not going to happen. We'll be happy with a couple $1,000s this year, and then our goal is just to keep growing it and make it something big, an annual thing, if not semi-annual.
It's a fresh idea. It's a fun idea. Anyone, all ages can get involved, so I think it'll do really well. And
Yeah, you don't have to be sanctioned or in a league or anything like that. Anybody can show up. And it's youth too. It's not just for adults. People can bring their kids if they wanna get on a team with them and bowl and help out too. So yeah.
SheffieldLanes.com, or go to the Facebook page for Sheffield Lanes. And I'm telling you, get that Ricky D's pizza when you're there. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys. Wish you a lot of luck.
All right.
Let us know how it goes. Reach back out.
All right,
we'll
we'll
hear
do.
about that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we'll try to get something on our website, too, to remind people about this.
Fantastic.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Noah coming in right in a few seconds with the news. Looking for an elevated dining experience with a lively bar atmosphere? Then Jackson's Restaurant and